Jonesing for Indiana. Now enough with the stupid plot. Let's talk about our title character. I would venture to guess that more men like the Indiana Jones films than women. And it's not because they're history buffs, they like racist humor, or they want to stick it in Allison's duty hole. It's because secretly we all want to be Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is the epitome of what all men strive to be. He's handsome, he's intelligent, he punches people, he's single, sleeps around, he's got cash, he punches people, he travels the world, he could sleep with any of his students, he uses a whip, he punches people, he bangs his students in the locker room, women love him, he goes on adventures, he punches people, he can shoot people and get away with it, and so on. I can't stress this fact enough. It's the appeal of the movies. It's not the character. Yeah, I said it. Indiana Jones' character is unrealistic and not terribly complicated. One Indiana Jones adventure is like a lifetime of adventures for a normal person, and he goes on them every day. In real life, this guy's face would be deformed from getting punched so many times. He'd probably have brain damage, or he would have been arrested, or maybe died from some weird foreign disease. It's his invulnerability, his luck, and his charm that make him admirable. He's the man's man from adventure serials. But when he's 68 years old and barely keeping up with the action, you don't want to be him.
Is he too old to play Indiana Jones? And he wasn't at 55. And by the way, he sure ain't at 65.
Part-time.
It's kind of amazing that Lucas and Spielberg didn't understand the core appeal of these movies before deciding to make another one.
And I'm sure he's got another 10 years left in him if he wants to do something like this again.
Sure, they're adventure films and fun and whatever, but it's not the character people like, it's the idea of the character. Because being awesome is inspiring. No one gives a crap what Indiana Jones is doing in 1957, or that he gets back together with Marion Cravenwood. We want to vicariously live his adventures. This is one case where I would have actually preferred a remake. This whole concept can clearly be documented in thousands and thousands of home movies and first amateur films being about Indiana Jones. In fact, many filmmakers' very first movies were little Indiana Jones films. For further example, if you're still not getting what I'm saying because your brain don't work right, or you forgot to take your brain medicine, the appeal of something like the Fast and the Furious movies is to young men who like cars, speed, women, and being awesome. It's vicarious entertainment. The suburban Latino youth with the souped-up Honda Accord would love to be Vin Diesel, driving whatever kind of car he drives. So imagine it's the future time, and it's like 2038 or whatever, and someone has the brilliant idea to make a new movie called Less Fast, Not So Furious, and then cast all the same actors, and then try to market it to the same audience. Just doesn't work. The appeal of the movie is not Paul Walker's character, it's being Paul Walker's character. This is not awesome. Also, this is not awesome.
No, I mean, I never thought.
This is awesome. Just ask yourself this one simple question. If Indiana Jones was a real character with depth to the point where we actually cared about him, then wouldn't it have been okay for him not to wear his signature costume, right? Captain Kirk wore different uniforms. But you say no. You can't have an Indiana Jones film without him wearing the leather jacket and the whip and the hat.
You could take a still from each of the 4 movies of him in the hat and the coat, and I don't think you'd be able to figure out which one was which.
Spielberg, Lucas, Kennedy, Marshall, and everyone involved in the project would instantly dismiss that idea. That's precisely because the character is just the hat.
The hat is great, the whip is great. Harrison looks great in the hat with the jacket holding the whip.
No one wants to be old, and no one wants to get this girl in the end. They want to get this girl in the end.